Poultry production in Spain is divided into two groups: egg production systems and broiler void production systems. The installations for egg production are quite diverse because there are various types of production. We can find intensive production systems and organic egg production. Both production systems are different and will be explained later. The hens housing in broiler voiding are very similar to each other due to all the animals being raised on the ground. Now we are going to talk about hens housing. The typical hens housing structure is similar for all the production systems. First, we made the foundations digging a hole in the ground and adding the concrete. Then we put the steel pillars up and the beams. At last, we cover all the structure with sandwich panels. Approximately 60% of the world's egg production comes from the breeding of hens in battery cages. This type of cages were introduced in the 30s to allow more hen density and reduce the cost of production. This production system is regulated by the European Directive 1999/74 CE, which sets that the cages must be at least 615 square centimeters and have various assets to ensure the hen's welfare. Barn systems. In barn systems, hens have freedom and space to move around within a building. Perches are provided for roosting, as well as material to dust-based and forage in, and nest boxes. Some systems are multi-tier, providing additional levels to use above the ground. This system is regulated by the same European directive as the battery cages ones. It sets the dimensions of the feeders, the fountains, and other assets to limit the number of hens per surface. Free-range hens have outside access during the day. Outside the spaces have to be big enough to let at least 4 square meters per hen. Poultry buildings must have lateral doors to let hens go outside. Organic egg production, where maximum density are 6 hens per square meter, and a maximum of 3,000 hens per poultry house. Outside the space has to be as big as those of free-range hens. In case of being more than 230 hens per hectare, the feces of the rest have to be removed from the state to prevent soil pollution. The outside space has also to be an organic production area, and hens have to be fed with organic agriculture seeds and vegetables. In intensive fattening poultry farms, it's important to distinguish farms, closed cycle, and specialized farms. Generally, hens are crosses between Cornish and White Plymouth Rock. Firstly, we prepare the zone that the chickens occupy. It's important to control the temperature with heat lamps and humidity in order to keep the animal welfare. The fattening stage lasts about 45 days. The distribution of feed and water is usually automatic. It's performed by means of worm gear to move the feed from the storage silos in the case of the feed, and by gravity from different reservoirs in the case of water. The ecological bed differs from the previous because it has exit to the outside where chickens supplement their feeding besides eating ecological food. The chicken accommodation can be fixed or mobile.